Hello everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. Just in case we haven't met before, my name is Rachel. We're doing a full body flexibility practice today. Now I'm going to use two blocks. I'm going to lay on them. If you want to lay on something softer like a pillow, you can do that. Find some space to move and let's get started. So we will begin laying down. Now you can lay flat or you can lay on something. I'm gonna lay on my blocks today. One under the middle upper back, one underneath my head. And I always say this every time I use my blocks, that it's just one of those days where you gotta lay on something a bit harder. And it feels so right. So feel free to move around, get somewhat comfortable, or maybe something is digging into your back, but it feels good in a weird way. You can bring your arms wider, palms up. Depending on what you're laying on, you might want to give your back, your spine a chance to arch, so you can keep your knees bent, your feet planted, or maybe you're going to take those legs into a diamond shape to get into your hips while we're here. Just allow your eyes to close when you're ready to do so. And maybe wiggle your fingers and your toes. And just allow yourself a chance to slow down your day. To start to soften your body. And to focus a little bit more on your breath. Letting everything else go. As we begin to move, take your time. Maybe bring your arms a little closer. Maybe bring your feet back to the ground. If you are laying on top of something, you can take it out. You can slide it off to the side. We'll lay flat on our backs for a moment. You might hug your knees to your chest. Take a rock or a sway side to side. Massage your back against the ground. Notice any sensations flowing throughout your body. And then when you are ready, we are going to come up to seated. So either roll over or rock yourself forwards. Well, we're going to send our right leg out long and our left foot. It can either come to the inner thigh. We're going to try to sit tall and fold forwards. So either the left foot on the inner thigh, or you can swing that leg around, bringing your left foot behind you. So our knee, let it point out to the side as best you can, and try to keep facing your right leg and foot as well. So we want to be level here. Maybe you need to bring your blocks under your hands to bring the ground closer to you. But just an option, if you want to move that left leg, feel free to keep the foot on the inner thigh. We are going to try to fold forwards though, but should you want to stay sitting tall, you can definitely stay sitting tall. Just try to level things out. The hips, the shoulders, even your toes. Can they point straight up instead of off to one side? Okay, so we have an option to move a little bit, but our legs can stay as they are. Our upper body can move. You can start to turn the chest to face the left. You can stay sitting tall here. Maybe it feels like a bit of a twist. You can start to tip forwards towards that right knee, maybe leading with the shoulder. Maybe your hand comes to the ground. Maybe your forearm comes to the ground. Maybe you can get that elbow on the inside of the leg, kind of to help you keep the chest open to the left. Like you want to take a peek up above you and you're looking up instead of to that left side. But you can tip as far as you want to tip. Now, if your arm is kind of, where should I go? And you have your left foot behind you, you can actually tuck that hand on top of the leg, under the leg, and then maybe it allows you to tip a little further, gets out of the way. But don't let that chest turn down. Don't look down. Let's keep looking either to the left or up. So that left arm, it's going to help us too by reaching up or over. A nice big side stretch, hamstring stretch, and everywhere in between. So let's stay for another breath or two. And depending on where you are, you can lift up, you can free your hand. You can send that left leg back out and in front of you. Now up to you if you want to bend your knees and give them a hug. Maybe you want to send your legs long, give them a little bit of a shake. We're going to be sending our left leg out, and then our right foot can either find the inner thigh, a nice forward fold, or you can tuck that foot behind your hip. And just take a moment to actually bring that knee out to the side a little bit more. Turn to face forward, try to level everything out. Point those toes straight up. Maybe take a moment here. Just settle in. Nice long spine though, and should you want to fold forwards, take another inhale. And as you exhale, we can start to lean, tip, fold forwards. If If you're pointing your toes up, are they pointing off to one side? Are they pointing straight up above you? So should you want to stay here, you definitely can. And if you want to lift up and turn the chest to the right. Now maybe you stay sitting nice and tall, long and strong through your spine. Maybe you start to tip, leading with that left shoulder. Again, maybe the hand comes to the ground. Maybe the forearm. Opening that chest to the right though, maybe trying to look up to keep the chest open. And then if you feel like you could tip just a little more, but again, the arm is kind of in the way, you could tuck your hand under your leg or on top of your leg. And maybe that allows you to get a little bit closer to your knee with your shoulder. Go ahead and reach your right arm up, over if you'd like. Maybe it catches your foot. Maybe it doesn't. Let's enjoy a few breaths wherever you have decided to go. Awesome work, you guys. Take another moment wherever you happen to be. And then you can start to lift back up. Free your arms, free your legs. Maybe giving your knees a squeeze or send your legs long. Give them a little bit of a shake. Then we will stay seated. But bring our feet a little wider and our knees nice and bent. We're going to try to lean forwards, bringing the elbows between the knees. Hands can be in front of us, anywhere. Or hands can come to the sides, palms facing out, elbows tucking between the knees. Our chicken wing shoulder opener. So we want to lean forwards as best we can. Maybe the elbows are on top of the legs. Maybe they don't quite get between the legs. Lean forwards, let your head get a little heavier. Feel your shoulders, your back, and anywhere else you are lucky enough to feel some sensation. So nice and slow. Let an inhale help you come back up. Take your elbows out. Feel free to bring the knees in. Give them a little squeeze. Maybe you want to take a shoulder roll, depending on how you're feeling throughout those shoulders. We are going to be sending our legs out long, though, and wide. So as wide as you'd like to bring the legs. Maybe pointing those toes up, sitting tall. You can have your hands on the ground, behind you, in front of you. You could also take your right arm behind you with your palm facing away just to get into that shoulder a little bit. Now feel free to fold forwards or stay sitting tall, pointing those toes up. Maybe Your fingers are kind of peeking out on that left side of you. Your whole forearm could be resting on your back. And if you did bring an arm behind you, lift back up so that you can switch sides. Palm facing away if possible, nice long spine to start. And then you can start to tip forwards. Pointing those toes up, leaning, breathing. Awesome, you guys. Take an inhale to lift if you are folding. Free up your arms if you've got something behind you. Help your legs come all the way back together. Give your knees a squeeze. Take a rock side to side. We are going to lay down on our backs. If you have a block to use today or something to slide underneath your hips, we can come into a supported bridge. But lay down, bend your knees, plant your feet. If you've got a block to use or something else, you can slide it underneath your hips. If you want to do a bridge pose by just working for it, you can lift those hips up, squeeze your glutes. But take a moment to let that block or whatever is underneath you take all your weight. Let your shoulders, your chest soften. Let your arms be heavy. How does your breath feel right now? If you have your hips lifted and something's under you, you can take it out. We're going to bring our hips back down to the ground and maybe a hug of your knees to your chest. Trying to keep your low back connected to the ground. You can add a gentle sway side to side. And then slowly sending your legs out long. Let your feet be wide. Rest your arms somewhere comfortable. Maybe letting your palms face up. Can you feel the ground beneath you? Can you let your body be still? Just you and your breath. Here in Shavasana, for as long as you have time for today. Thank you for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your day, and until next time, namaste.